Shashi, I think we can start. So those who are new, so my name is Chetan. You probably know me from my YouTube channel. We have Shashi. Shashi also is having YouTube channel. I'm not sure if you are aware, but Let's Program is a channel. So some of the old member you might be aware of his channel. Yeah, Shashi, you can go ahead with your introduction.
Oh no, there is some balloons. Okay. No man, yeah. So my name is Shashi Kumar Yadav. I hope some of you may know me already. So I'm also a .NET full stack developer here in Europe, and currently I'm not that active on YouTube because of some obvious reasons, something related to my some personal things. But yeah, now I will be more and more active now, and that's why me and Chetan are trying to collaborate and try to help the community as much as possible. So here we are today.
Thank you. Not sure Tushar was about to join, but 100 limit is there, so I'm not sure he's about to join or not. Anyway, okay. So as decided, like we are going to cover that those who are currently giving interview, you by now you got the idea. Like if you talk about React or Angular or even any specific technology, even though if you are just a .NET developer, there is a very decline in the job market, right? So what is happening behind the scene? Why companies or yeah, ATS and those Naukri optimization and LinkedIn optimization, whatever, that is one thing. But again, even if you do all that, still there is a very less interview calls happening, right? So there are certain reasons ki what you can do extra, right? Even though let's say, let's be on mute if you are not talking. Okay. So apart from your CVATS score, your Naukri optimization, there are some things what you have to work now. Again, if you are an Angular developer or a React developer, now is the not time that you can limit yourself just to one technology. Because with the help of AI, you can do so many things which we are not able to do previously, right? So that is what the agenda of this meeting. We will go through what some points we have note down, so that we are going to discuss. Yeah, Shashi, before moving ahead, you would like to add something? We can start.
I think I'm good at the moment. I still wait like what others has to talk, and then maybe I
Right,
can give my 2 cents on whatever people are facing nowadays.
right,
Because I'm just gonna share my experience how I am currently tackling this
right.
battle, but I want to also understand the other's perspective, and then maybe we can tell them what better they can do, or maybe we can also learn from them what even they are doing something which we don't know or something like that. So let's
Correct.
just try to keep this session interactive.
Yeah. So we will just quickly complete what we have prepared. Right now, like ChatGPT, what we got, the chat-based system we had. After that, after 2 years, we have AI agent. Now, next thing is like MCP also there. So in last 2 year, what happened? Like moving from the chat based, we have got AI agent which is capable of creating database, writing UI, right? From creating, designing prototype also. If you provide the database design schema, there are tools which can create the prototype also. Previously, we used to have UI UX expert who used to design the prototype, and then us as an Angular developer or React developer, we used to create that, and then API integration and everything used to happen. But now there is no such thing that AI cannot do. Again, deployment also, we don't have to worry about the deployment also can take care by the AI itself, right? So from database design, creating prototype, completing UI design, API writing also, whether it is Python, Java, .NET, API it can also write, right? Deployment also it can do. So from chat box, now we are here that AI can do everything, right? So this is the current scenario. Now all the companies and now clients also, client is ready to pay for you for your whatever the AI tools you want to use. Even though like you might have used, if you are using GitHub Copilot, so they have changed there from subscription, it is now pay per use, right? So still clients are okay to pay for you, right? But the reason is they don't want the huge number of developer, they want limited number of developer, but with the help of AI, you can be that much productive, right? So companies are also asking for faster delivery. One person can play multiple role, right? Now that's why the need of full stack developer, because if you know Angular and if you know Java, Python, or little bit of .NET, anything, but with the help of AI, if you have that programming sense clear, if you know how application works, what is system design, how different system works together, and that's how complete projects work, right? So you can use or leverage that knowledge and talk with the AI and get the work done. So no one is expecting you also to be master of everything. Be master in one tech, but remaining technology also you have to figure out, right? So that's why the need of full stack developer. So those who are currently giving interviews, so they know that every HR is calling, they are looking for, yeah, Angular is good, but do you know any backend technology? That is the most common question everyone is facing, right? So 2023 we started with chatbox, then we have AI agent now. So one developer can play a multiple role. It's not just focused on the UI. You can play backend also and everything, right? Now, what why companies are looking for full stack developer, right? So when we talk about full stack, now either it can be a .NET plus Angular or Java plus Angular or Java plus React, a combination of anything, right? These are the combination normally what we look for. Again, one profile is also there. When we talk about deployment, at least have a basic idea of Azure, AWS, right? No one, because we normally, if we talk any enterprise level application, we will have a dedicated team who take care of the deployment, but at least we should be aware. But again, if it is a very small company, you only have to do that. So if you have a basic idea with the help of AI or even, right, so it can write the CI/CD pipeline and everything, right? But you should have the idea what to write, what to ask. That knowledge you should have, right? Again, the prompt engineering, RAG application is playing a major role. Agenting workflows, right? So AI assisted development, right? Whatever the tools you have, we are going to see that. What tools are there? What you can only see what tools you are currently, and what others are using, right? DevOps things is also there. Database is also there, right? So with the full stack, either company or any client, they are not only looking for a normal developer. They are looking for a person who is able to showcase, or he can lead everything. He knows whole system. He can, means what do we say, from requirement gathering, database schema, API, UI integration, and the deployment also. He can do everything, right? So previously we used to have like that we used to have a different team, UI team, API team, database team used to be there. Don't use this, guys. I don't know how do I disable it. Okay, but now, like, you also know, like, those who are working, team size has been shrunk very far, right? So that is the reason, because we have kind of a AI support for that, right? So you don't have to waste time designing so many things, right? AI can take care of that. So again, like Angular developer, full stack developer, what things are currently happening? So those who are currently giving intros, they know ki what problem they are facing, right? So Angular developer or React developer, so I'm just, because I belong to the Angular, so majorly I'm focusing on that. So even if it React also, for React also, this is the same scenario. More competition is there. But when we talk about full stack, obviously where we still don't have that much people who knows Angular or backend or the combination, right? So this is there. Now, AI tools, right? So this is the main point. Like, some of you might be using Copilot from last 1 year. Some of you might have started Claude, right? Codex is also there. Again, I have not seen that Codex is actually getting used by companies till now. But yeah, that is what Copilot can does, what Cloud can does. Codex also does the same thing. So these are the three major coding agent we have. Apart from that, we have Cursor, Lovable, Windsurf, right? Where Lovable also was there. I forgot to add it and something. Yeah, Lovable is there, right? So Cursor, Lovable, right? MCP servers are there. Bolt, Gemini, Specate, Devin. Again, these are the top players what we have when we talk about the AI agent, which increase our productivity. So most of the client gives you access to the Copilot. Some are now giving the access to the cloud also. I have seen Indian MNCs who are hiring, and in the hiring only they are specifying, like, yeah, you should know Cursor or Lovable, right? Or Windsurf also. Recently, I have shared a opening for Capgemini. So there they have specifically mentioned that candidate should know the Cursor, Lovable, or Windsurf, any one technology, because they are using it so much. Yeah, Sushil. Sorry, I forgot. Go ahead. Okay,
No,
wait.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
basically, can you go back to the slide above what you had? Yeah, yeah, the full stack advantage. I don't know which one was that exactly. Scroll
This
down.
one.
One more above.
Yep.
Yes, this one. Yeah. So I just wanted to actually give talk more about this specific area, guys. As Chetan was mentioning, and this is just my perspective. Okay, maybe I might be wrong, I might be right. I don't know, but this is my perspective. What I have been doing till now, because as he told, right, like there was a time when we were just Angular developer, and there was some demand as well. There were people when they say we are a React developer and we do only things specific to React. And I told this so many times also in this, in our meeting, in our gathering, that that time was actually very different. Nowadays, imagine, like if I just want to prepare for Angular with the tools what I have in front of me, like a person like me can learn that in just less than 5 days. And trust me, and that is possible nowadays, thanks to all these tools what he mentioned. So that's why I will say, like for example, we have this 6 blocks right now. So I'm not saying to become master of everything, but I would say at least from this 6 block, if you are able to focus on 3 to 4, and that is also more than enough initially. Because at the end people are saying like nowadays there will be no developers, there will be just product owners. Product owner, full stack, we will have a role maybe in future, you never know, like full stack product owner. And there is a possibility, trust me, because nowadays I know like people here cannot lie to me, hey man, I don't use AI, I mostly do things myself. I'll say they are the most liar people I've ever heard, because nowadays everybody is using it. You please don't try to deny that, yeah, I made something by myself. No, you did 30% and the 70% work was done by the AI. And that's what even I'm also doing. But how you can be smart here, you need to make sure that you know all of those tech stacks. Like for example, here he mentioned Angular plus .NET, that is my primary stack, so I know about it. Then he mentioned about React and Node. How do I know? Because I'm not getting opportunity in my company to work on such React and Node projects. So what I do in my free time during the weekends, I have built so many projects by using React. And when I say building a project, don't use it in agent mode, please. When we say, yeah, man, create some project and try to learn something, don't do it by using agent mode and develop some application, deploy it, and tell people that, hey, I built this application. That is a very wrong way. That you are basically abusing AI and you are not getting educated with the help of AI. So try to understand the core concepts. Like, okay, maybe you can ask AI, hey, can you differentiate between a component in Angular versus a React? And try to compare them and try to understand the fundamental about a component, so that that learning can stay with you for a longer run. Okay, so in that way this first blocks get covered. Now I'm not saying like, hey, I know .NET, so will I be able to shift to Java? Like, see, don't always learn the stack. I'll always try to learn the fundamentals about the programming, and this first block will be pretty clear to you throughout your career. Let me tell you that. Focus in such a way. Like for example, now let's talk about this deployment awareness stuff. Okay, what exactly is all this? Like if you know about AWS, then you already know 60 to 70% about Azure. Trust me when I say this, and I'm saying this based on my experience. Okay, for example, if I say we have Azure blog, then there is definitely something in AWS as well, right? And what is that? S3, right? Is the just the way how it gets configured, that part you can learn from the AI. And that will be pretty much fast as well. You don't need to go on Stack Overflow or go on 10 different website. I remember I used to open like 20 tabs in Chrome to investigate something or to learn something from all these resources. Now we have perplexity. You just type something, it will go and fetch everything and try to summarize it into a one single message. And that's what I wanted, so it saves my lot of time. So that's why I'm trying to say, whatever block Chetan here has mentioned, like try to do as much as possible, try to achieve as much as possible. And this third block is very 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 important, because this is AI era now. Any product you like pick in the market, everyone has a AI integrated in it. Like for example, I was using this NeonDB. I'm a big fan of this NeonDB. Now they have AI assisted stuff. Like for example, now if I want to create a table, I just write two prompt, my table is ready in NeonDB. Hey, I want to integrate it with my backend. Okay, take this URL, put it in the environment, you're done. Integration is done. This is what things are becoming now. Like for example, people will say, hey, I have an application made in 2018. Now open the same application in 2026, there will be somewhere AI integrated. Okay, like for example, Chetan, can you open my blog website, let's program.in. I'm just giving a very very small example. People will say like, Shashi, like how will you do things in your day to day like project? So for example, I had a problem statement in front of me. I have a blog website, and what I wanted to do, I wanted to integrate AI in that. So can you see there is one ask AI on the top, and this guy has everything about my website. and this is what I want to solve a solution. Like I can build something, I can write something here, and you can get some information. That's how I try to integrate AI with my day-to-day product. And this is what I'm trying, you guys, like trying to convince you guys, if you want to use it, try to use in such a way, and this will help you for a longer run. Okay, and that's what all this six block gets covered. Okay, Chetan, you can go back to that slide again, and yeah, this is what this block is all about. Like for example, now if I want to write an SQL query, I'm not going to build it by myself. I know what is the methodology to build it. Okay, I know what is really required. I will try to create a query, like I'm talking about prompt. And once that prompts get generated, I'm gonna go and review that SQL query what AI has generated and see if that really fits with my requirement or not. I'm not gonna blindly trust AI and put it and like, hey, run in production. Boom. Okay, that's not how it works. Okay, and again, you need to know SQL first to basically understand that what AI has given you. So that's why I'm saying just try it. Now people used to say um, just try to be master in one, but no, now you need to master in everything. I'm not saying master, but you need to know everything a bit. Everything you should know small. Previously people say no, just focus on one thing. Now I think that thing is getting changed. Now you should know everything. If even if you know little bit, I think that is more than enough with the help of AI. Trust me.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, that was just my take for this particular slide. And trust me, man, I am actually doing out of 5 here. From this whole 6, I think I'm able to do the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth as well. This one I have still haven't explored yet, the business outcome. I don't know really what is this really about, but yeah, at least this first 5 I'm actually doing it in my day-to-day life.
A
Yeah,
business
over to you.
outcome we can consider, let's say, when we talk about domain expertise.
Mhm.
Nowadays, like the small companies, when we talk about small companies, we don't have product managers or scrum master. A team leader has to play the requirement, like he has to connect with client also, he has to understand the whole domain. Then only he can come up with the solution. So that mindset.
Okay, got it. I think that's what it is, a full stack product owner role now, which I was
Right.
mentioning. We haven't given it an official name yet, but trust me, one of my team lead is playing that role in my company.
Right. So not
Yeah.
every companies expect that to have a scrum master or the product manager, right? We
Yep.
sometimes a team lead has to play that role. He has to communicate with client, get the requirement, whatever the requirement they have said, what is the possibility, how we can do that. So that role has to be there. Again, no one can directly play that role unless your database concept, your UI is not clear. Then only if with that, let's say a client come up with some problem statement, how you will provide the solution unless you don't have your basic clear, you cannot come up with the solution, right? So these are the 6 blocks what we discussed. Then again the discussion is there, like with Angular developer, how what we used to do. So either it is Angular or the React developer, we are just focused on creating screen, API integration, doing some validation. That is what we do. But when you talk about the full stack developer, you design the database, you write the API, you only create the UI, you only integrate the API, you know everything, and the deployment also. So obviously your value grows. Why companies will hire only you for an Angular developer, right? If he can get the full stack developer, he don't have to waste that much of resources also, right? So many things matter. That's why there are so many openings for full stack developer, and there is a decline in UI specific role. Again, there is still now, but we can't guarantee that after 1 or 2 years there will be much. Every company by now then will be looking for a full stack position only. Okay. Now, as I said, like Cloud is there, Codex. Now, just three I will discuss. So, at least we are a .NET, Java, or the whatever the major application we do, like kind of a CRUD application will be there. Yeah, our scenarios keep on changing. Either it's a e-commerce application, logistic application, banking application, health insurance, but ultimately it's like CRUD application only we. Our business keep on changing, right? Let it be like your application has multiple role. It has your file upload and anything. So whatever possible with whatever the application we have been working till now. So either you talk about Claude, Codex, or Copilot, all are capable of doing it. From designing database, designing UI, right? Creating APIs, integrating that API, everything. Okay, just to showcase you, I will show you one project which is completely by Codex. Just a minute. So last month I had a Codex subscription. So every month I try to, now I have Cloud now. So let me just show you. So uh, just a brief idea. Those who have someone from your military background. So the people, military men, they get liquor, right? Every month they get a liquor. So we have, means from YouTube only I got someone. So I don't know he joined or not. So he's from Rajasthan, Jodhpur. So he was having an easy software. So just like Tally or your Zoho, they have a ERP applications. Those are very big product, but uh, that particular area in there, they needed their own application where they can manage their ERP application according to the different cadre. They have various business rule, right? So many rules and regulation were there. So this whole application you see, this is the Angular application, .NET Core API, database and everything. Whole thing, and even the website sample auto. So we created it initially just for that particular military organization. Then the client who has come up with this idea, we created it as a product also. Now he is selling that also. So this whole application is created by Codex without writing a single code. Yeah, sometimes I have written something, or while creating database, I have provided some, yeah, this is the table we can do. So if I initially provide the idea like this was there, so sometimes it was creating a very plain, very optimized database. But again, my project doesn't need that. So sometimes I had to simplify, we don't need that much depth. Let's fix it till this only. So then once our database was ready, then we started API, then parallelly Angular. So API was created by Codex only, and UI also was created. Everything from designing, API integration, everything it has created. So this is very, let me try to run it. Okay, so by the time it is run, I will again showcase to you. So let it be any application. So everyone is working, right? So whatever your project, current project, or the older project you say now, either you don't know API, but you understand the business. Ki what was the business of the project? So if your business idea is clear, ki what you need, what are the roles you have, what is the flow of the application, any of this will do the same. Any of it. Either you talk about Cloud, Codex, or Copilot, any of will do the same thing. It will generate the DB, it will write the API, and it will integrate everything in the UI also. Okay. Sashi, anything to add?
No, I think you have covered most of the things.
Right. So just like that, cursor is also there. Now, before we had Copilot or cursor, and Lovable is from before the Copilot or Codex and Cloud also. They were from the beginning. So if you are updated on the LinkedIn, you might have seen that cursor got acquired by Elon Musk. So again, things are supposed to change, right? So already cursor was a major player, and if Elon Musk have acquired that, so again some more things we are yet to see on that. Again, Google is also not behind. Gemini CLI also does the same thing, just like Codex. Or but again, I have used it, but it doesn't give you that much optimized result what these three does. Okay. Then Specit is also there. So Specit is kind of a, whatever the remaining AI agents are there, Specit is something different. So you, before using Specit, you have to create a whole documentation of your project. Okay, what are the flows you have? What roles are there? What everything you have to say, domain knowledge. So you have to specify everything. You have to create the theoretical part kind of, you can say. Then it will plan every day, we as a developer, when we log in, we pick a particular task, then we work on it. So Specit work on that. Okay. So Devin is also there. Again, these are the topmost what I was knowing. Bolt AI, I know properly. So let's say you have an Angular or React project. Now Bolt does everything. But previously, like when I used to use it, so Bolt AI, like if you need a UI, let's say you have a form, and that form has some one-to-one relationship, one-to-many, it has some file upload, bulk upload, so many things are there, and you want to create a UI out of it. I'm not taking the example of website, it will create a stunning website. Okay. But if you have a normal form and you want to design a UI of it, try the Bolt. Use the same prompt, add it to the cloud or Codex or Copilot, and try the same prompt over here. Same prompt without changing anything. See the result of every AI agent. Okay. You will see like how the solution Bolt gives might be little bit better than that. Okay. I have tried it in the live session only. We have tried it. Same prompt we have given it to three of the tools. Then we have used the same prompt over here. So the design we got from this was very on a high level. Yes, Oshin.
Well, yeah, I wanted to talk something about. See, it really depends. Like, when I talk about you should be skillful when you write something in your profile like I'm AI enabled engineer. I see a lot of LinkedIn profile now. People write full stack developer slash AI engineer slash so many things.
AI
When you
generalist
define
is also there now.
Yeah, so when you define yourself like that, what that really means, which means you are someone who really knows which tool fits my requirement. Let me share one of my things how I do, like how I really do things. First thing, hello. I thought, hello.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
go
guys
ahead.
hear me? Oh, I thought
Yeah,
there
yeah,
is some issue with my internet. I don't know.
go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I was just trying to share one of my experience. Like for example, if I want to do some document writing, okay, I prefer Gemini. Trust me, Gemini is the best out there. If you want to prepare some documentation where you, for example, you created some solution and you want to create a solution defense to showcase it to your team members, I go with Gemini because it does the job well there. If I want to do some research, so I go to Perplexity. Simple as that. If I want to solve some coding related problem, I know there is something I need to brainstorm and I need to code it. I want to scaffold some logic there. I go with Claude. Okay, now for example, if I want to do some general calculations or something related, some complex task which I need some expert's opinion and something like that, I go to ChatGPT, and I really know which one will give what kind of answer. And this really comes from the experience, like from the result what I used to get all the time, the outcome what I have. And trust me, I'm using all of them at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. I used almost all of the AI tool what is out there. Even I use Grok. For example, I want to search about something related to what I have seen about angular changes and all of that stuff, and I know a lot of people are talking about it on Twitter. For example, if I want to know about some VC funding, like how like YC funding, there are some how do I say, some startups ideas and stuff like that, I go to Grok because I know a lot of people are talking about it on Twitter, and this Grok has access of Twitter, so it knows a lot of thing what is happening on the Twitter. I know I can get my answer here very fast compared to other tools. And that's what I'm saying, you just need to be smart enough to know what thing fits where, and in that way you can get your things done faster. Because trust me, whoever will do things fast, whoever will ship things faster, that guy is going to be ahead all the time with this AI era, whatever it is going on right now. Okay, so just be smart enough, be smart. And oh, again, one more thing, when I say to be smart, when I say you to be fast, don't just go and rely completely on AI. Okay, you should always trust yourself first. Okay, like trust yourself first, then trust the AI stuff. And please don't go and build the whole project out of nowhere and say, hey, I did this fast so I am the best. No, it will not going to help you. For example, now you build something faster than me. Okay, let's take an example. We went in an hackathon, so both of them has given Claude code access. So what you did, you took the whole requirement, you feed it to the AI tool, that Claude code, and you did your application in less than 1 hour, and it's done. And now you want to submit it to the organizer or the juries. And what I did, I have divided my stuff into a specific chunks, and I know I'm going feature by feature. I'm not like all at once. Okay, and now when jury decide, like when jury ask what was done here, okay, and if they ask you how can you improve it a bit more or something like that, that's where you will lack compared to me. Although I took 2 hours, and 2 hours is not that much, I'm not taking the whole day, at least I just took 1 hour extra, but I tried to understand my stuff, I tried to do things in chunks, so that I'm also able to review what AI is generating, and I'm also able to learn down the line, and I'm also able to improve it over the time, which you will not be able to do because you did everything at one shot and you don't even know, and you blindly trusted AI there. So there is a difference between you and me here. Okay, so I am a smart AI engineer, I would say, but you are just a prompt engineer who did prompted something and you got some output out of it. Okay, please try to be smart enough and try to use AI carefully. Okay.
Yes. Right. So as I again like Even if you have so many tools, not every tool will have that free tokens or the paid one. Even though if you have purchased the paid one, still every tool will have a limit. Okay, how many tokens you can use. So you cannot blindly ask everything to get done. You have to also plan ki, yeah, I will do this part and most of the part I will take care of it, right? Previously, we used to say ki, yeah, basic CRUD application or basic boilerplate code, we will ask AI to write. But now it is not like that because we have limited tokens. So that code we have to do. But on the top of that, we can ask AI to optimize it or come up with a better solution to complete that. So that era is also there because AI is not free, right? Now, uh, so again, like the same thing. So previously we used to have a full, full stack position like Angular or React or any backend technology. But again, now one step ahead we have to do with UI backend. We have to be aware about the AI tools also and the deployment also. That what's the current requirement is, not just full stack. Because again, if you are only Angular developer, you are two step behind because people have already tried to get into that role. I recently communicated with one of the people who is in TCS. When we talk about TCS Simples, people go there and sit there for a long time, right? So he was there from 3 years, and again he was working on ASP.NET. The ASP.NET is, I don't know why TCS have those projects still going on, but that is their lookout. But he was on that project. Manager doesn't allow him to change, so he parallelly started preparing for Angular and .NET Core API. Then he had created 2, 3 application by his own. He hosted it. He purchased the domain. He put it on the CV. Then he was able to get out of the company. Again with beating the 3 month of notice period also. Right. So many people are stuck with that 3 month of notice period. Yeah, we people are there who are beating that 3 month of notice period. But you have to showcase ki, yeah, what extra things are there. Why a new company will wait for 3 months for you? Because there are people who can join immediate because of the layoff and everything. So many immediate joiners are there. So what extra value you have apart from those guys? So try to add what things you can add it in your bucket, right? Yeah, vibe coding again, as he said, like don't try to completely build it everything. With prompt engineering, you have probably seen this word vibe coding. Ask completely AI thing. Yeah, it will write it also, but not sure like it will be actually getting used or not. Yeah, it will create something, but doesn't guarantee that it will be a production ready or it can be actually used for the normal user. It will create something. Obviously, AI is that much intelligent. If whatever you say so, it will obviously create, but it is not guaranteed that it will be useful also, and it will be that much scalable, or is it a really production ready or not. So many scenarios we have to take care when we have to actually deploy it and actual users are going to use the application. Okay, so vibe coding fact already exists, but again it's not like you don't know anything and directly started the, even let's say a BA BCom guy also can do that. If you understand, we have so many managers who are non-technical, they understand the business. Now they are also thinking, yeah, it's not that much hard because they know if they put out something like that, they get something out of AI. So that is the vibe coding. But if you have a basic fundamental care, you use that knowledge, you put it into the AI, create a proper prompt, then you get the desired result. That should be our way of writing the code. Okay. Now, as Shashi mentioned also, see, so many people are stuck to that mindset that, yeah, I am a full stack developer, I don't have to leverage AI, or yeah, I have a dependency in my project. Let's say, as I said, na, ki so many people have a habit of, or product based companies. This happens with the product based company. Now some people have that in service based also. People stay in the same project, they know the product, they know in everything in and out. They think that, yeah, I have a dependency in my project, but you also know deep somehow that you are comfortable, you don't want to leave, right? People with 5 to 6 years in your initial career, you should not stay in a company in a same project. That is very bad. Once you move out after some so much of period, then you get to know, okay, I have wasted so much time in the same project and with the same technology. So try to get off that comfort zone, right? So don't again be a, what do we say, limited to your mindset that, yeah, we cannot use AI, I know everything. Yeah, you know everything, but use AI to increase the productivity, right? With the help of AI, you can learn new technology very faster. Even if, let's say, I'm a Angular developer, so I know JavaScript properly. Indian MNCs, at least they are evaluating you on the JavaScript. So if you are good at JavaScript, you can work on Next.js, React.js, Angular, Vue.js, Next.js, your Node.js API, anything, because your basics are clear. But with the help of AI, if just now Udemy or Coursera, so many AI tools, so many programming partners are also there which create good video, or YouTube is also there. You will get the basic idea, and with the help of AI, you can actually work on it, right? So so many things got easier also for us, but because of that also that vacancy part was also reduced by a sequential flow. But again, we have to be ready with that. Okay. Now again the same thing, like from when we started and when so many people used to say that yeah, AI can write the code, but when it comes to debugging it cannot do that. That is totally wrong. AI can debug also. Then people said ki yeah, even if you are when you run the project now, if we talk about Angular, you run the project by ngserve, right? If you ask the Copilot or Codex, it will run that command. It can read the error also and it can fix it also. So whatever the compile time error we get, that it can fix. But now MCP servers are also there, right? On the browser also it can do the same thing. It can open the browser, it can fill the form just like how we used to do. It can check what network API calls are happening. So what we used to do, that is also happening. So what is there left, right? Sashi, you want to add it on MCP because I'm also yet to.
Yeah. For the MCP, maybe as you just now mentioned about Angular, I'm not sure who all are here familiar with Angular version 22 changes. So they have actually introduced a new MCP which is dev start and dev stop. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. Maybe I'm saying the spelling bit incorrect. I don't know, but yeah, there is some new MCP what Angular has introduced, which means now, okay, what people were doing previously, like if anything failed in their build, they copy the whole thing or what you got in the compile, put it in the chat, and they try to fix it. Now, what Angular did, they just exposed it as an MCP, and I'm not sure how many of you know about MCP. Trust me, me and Chetan we are actually anyway planning something good for you all, and we can come up with such kind of thing where we are trying to teach you about AI in our way, the way we have learned, something like that. Maybe how I have learned this MCP and stuff. So now with this new MCP tool, what Angular has given us, you don't have to leave your IDE and go to any other, how do I say, any other AI model to basically paste that code. You just stay in your browser and let the MCP do its job. You just need to say, hey, please plug in this MCP of dev server and try to fix my compile time error, and that's all. And it's gonna do it by yourself. You don't even have to go and see what was the command which got filled and all that. And all thanks to this MCP things. So yeah, this is what yeah, as you said, the evolution of AI coding. I still remember when I was in Singapore and one of my friend told, hey, do you know about this ChatGPT? This can give me some code samples. I'm like, okay. I was not that interested back then. I'm like, I'm not gonna trust this. But the moment I saw the result, I'm like, oh wow, this is interesting, and I started to use it. But I never thought that there will be something like this Copilot and Cursor era. And I don't know how. Let me tell you how this came into picture. After after these LLMs, there was something called as agents. This Cursor, Windsurf, this Copilot, all of this is possible because of agents. So this LLM, then this agent, then this MCP. And when you combine all of these three together, right? So which means you can build like massive things, and it can help you a lot in the productivity if you know these three area. Okay. So this is what it is right now, and maybe I'm not sure where we are heading towards, but yeah, looking at the trend right now, we have to buckle up, guys.
Right. So
Everyone.
this MCP was a major shift because so many senior developers who are having 10 plus years, they used to argue that, yeah, even though AI is able to do that, but human intervention is going to need. We are going to test it. If something error is there, we will copy paste. But now MCP is doing that. We don't need that, right? So there is
And
nothing that limits AI now. But
yeah,
again,
and
we
also
need a
this one,
developer.
also there is, I'm sorry to cut you, Chetan.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want you to miss this point. Not just MCP now, like for example, now as you said, MCP is here to help us so that we don't get issue. But nowadays we have something called as agents. If you use this agent skills, I'm so sorry, not agent skills. Now we have something called as skills. If you use these skills, there is a high chance that there will be any mistake. You I hope you're getting my point. If you're not aware, there is something called as Angular skills. If you guys are Angular developer, everyone here, maybe take this as an homework or whatever you want. Go and research about Angular skills. You just try to plug this Angular skills and try to ask about, hey, can you help me redesign my component? It will do it in a very correct way, in the latest way of Angular. If you are using this agent skills, then there is a very less chance that there will be any issue in your code. So there are so many things nowadays.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, again the same thing as I mentioned, like we don't have any limitation if your application has multiple role, so many business scenarios are there, AI can understand that. So, previously when we used to join a project, we used to get a KT. Now that KT concept is slowly getting disappeared because everyone will say, ki, yeah, just ask your AI agent and understand the flow of the business. Yeah, one of the QA people will give you a functional flow. Ki, yeah, in website, this is the flow of the application. But when it comes to coding, no one has the time. They will ask you to just go through some document and you have to ask the AI tool to understand it. So just try it. If you have an access to Copilot or Cloud, ask it, like explain me the whole project. It will get you a very proper summarization ki what things are there, from where your token is getting created, what is the expiration time, what roles are there, how you are managing roles, how you are passing the claims, everything. It will be able to explain you. Right? Yeah, Shachi.
Yep. And as you said, right now we have this AI tools. Just to tell you about this onboarding thing. So in our company, we have created a tool called, like, we have our own AI agent which has our whole knowledge base. That is nothing but a RAG application what we have built. So now you don't even need a handover. You just go and talk to our tool, and you are pretty much done. How to set up this project? Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You don't even have to leave, or you don't have to put your data on some AI stuff. Now we make our own code base, we have our own models running in our server, and we handle all of this. So I'm just giving you some examples how you can integrate AI in your day-to-day life, in your company project, in your any workflow. And this is one of the example. Now this onboarding thing is, I think it's close to zero now. Like, of course, if you have cursor with you, that can give you the whole code base knowledge. Cursor or Windsurf, you just tell them, hey, so you have slash in it. The moment you add that command, it will go through all your code and it will prepare a markdown file for you, and it will teach you everything. So this is also one of the way by which you can understand the whole code base. Let me give a very good example of one of the scenario which happened recently with me. So I got a bug. Okay, and the bug was like, I know, I this thing I knew that this will not take like more than 5 lines for me to fix it. The only problem was I didn't knew where exactly to go, and I have a monorepo project where I have like more than 35-40 projects. It's a monorepo setup, and I have no idea which file to basically touch. Although I'm just trying to give you a very vague scenario at the moment. For example, you are someone new, and they ask you to fix a bug. You have seen the whole code base, but you really don't know the area which to touch, and there is a high chance that you can make a mistake, you can do something wrong. And that's where this AI thing come into a picture for me. Like, I told him, hey, I feel this is the area to target, and I'm trying to fix something like this. And uh, and that's how I try to be like. So what I did initially, I invested my time to basically understand which area it could be, where, how I can limit the context, because a lot of people are asking in the chat, but we are exhausting the context, this and that. I know why you are doing, because you copy the whole folder, you give it to the AI and say, fix it for me. But what I did, I did my brainstorming. I did check. I think this area looks like what I need. This is 70% what I feel is correct. This is more 80% I feel it's correct. I only took those 2-3 files, gave to the AI. Now the context is limited, and I ask, do you think this is the correct thing, and do you think I can fix this problem? And I hit enter, and AI took like more than 10-20 seconds. That's it, and the bug was fixed. All I have to do just to review, this makes sense, yes, exactly, this is what I was thinking of, and this has fixed the problem. And in this way, my only token, I would say, now let's talk about in the credit way what Copilot or this Claude has. So it only exhausted 4 credits, and that's all. And 4 credits is nothing. And now if I ask a junior or mid-level developer to fix the same bug by using AI, he will copy paste everything, put it to the AI, let the AI work. AI will take like 2-3 minutes to understand the whole code base, and then it will go to that one specific point which has to be fixed, and he will fix it for sure. But how much context did you wasted of AI? And now if you see the outcome, it will take like, I used your 200 credits and you are done for the day. You hit the limit for a day or for a week, whatever. Now they have this new way of um, usage based, whatever it is. Okay, so I hope you got my point. And yeah, this is what it is, and that's why I say there is difference between a smart developer and a prompt engineer or a AI developer. Okay.
Right. It's because we have limited tokens, so you cannot waste it. So when we use the agent mode also, you should not use agent mode that much. Go for the ask mode because ask mode need less credits, right? When you use
Yeah.
the agent mode, it has to read the file, it has to update the file, everything. But in chat mode, you ask mode, it will just provide you the code. Then you have to manually copy paste, right? So we have to be worried about that. Again, the same reason ki why even if AI is able to do so many things, even though when we talk about GPUs costing, you might have been seeing the water, what it needs, so many things, right? But still, even if whatever the investment they have got, right, still the companies won't be never be in a profitable one. So AI will be costly and a very by high margin it will be costly, right? So yeah, we can use it. We are going to get limited number of tokens. With that only we have to complete the whole month, right? So now in our company we have Copilot, so we get around 10,000 token for one person. So we have to use that within particular month. So we try not to waste it in the initial thing. So if something is needed or we know like so many files I have to do and change, then only we use it. If I know like yeah, one file I have to change and my work will be done, I have to write the code. And again, we have that dumb Microsoft 365 also. So if I need to, let's say I have an object and I need to create an interface, so I don't use that. I put that over there because it has a very basic model, but it gets the work done. You want to create your type for your object, right? You use that. So that's how we are, what do we say, reducing the number of tokens just to keep that for a actual work where AI might be very helpful, right? So again, as I said, like what can be next? Now AI, we said like MCP is also there. We don't know what is there in the future. Now it's not only AI versus us, it's there only, right? Either we talk about Codex, Cloud, even Cursor, Lovable. Now when what happens with Cursor, again we have to see that, right? So it's not again we or us, it's again them who can provide what, right? So that is there going on. Okay. So again, this is very important factor. It's not only about the calls you are getting, right? So you by now you might have those who are in the interface, ki everyone is asking you ki what backend technology you know. So for sure you have to be full stack. That is the ultimate option. For now, some people are getting job with only Angular or React, but next year you cannot guarantee that. So moving into full stack, that is the only thing. Again, someone will say ki yeah, I don't have that much experience, but yeah, you don't have to be expert. But database, we are in the software industry, so you database is like an ABCD. You should understand the database. At least key, what are tables, what is primary key, what is foreign key, what is the relation, right? What are the queries, how to read the data, select query, update query, insert query, the basic thing. No one is asking you to write a very stored procedure, the complex one, but have that basic fundamental clear. Then you can select .NET or Java or even Python Fast API. So I have like if you some of you know Python Fast API. So like if we compare .NET, Java, Python Fast API takes very less time to learn, and they are very quick also to learning path we say. Use any either even Node.js. You know JavaScript, so you quickly can learn the Node.js also. But that there also you need the database concept clear. So if you are currently working, try your shift. You have project, try to take that time, go into that profile, right? After that next change you want to do with the Angular or with the React, it won't be very easy. So full stack is the ultimate one. And once you are on the full stack, then again cloud is there, again AI integration is also there, the RAG application what we say, right? Again so many things are going to come, we also don't know. Okay, so that's it what we had to go with. Now we can go with the question. Just raise your hand. Or Tushar, we have Tushar. Tushar sir, would you like to add anything? Try to unmute.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm Tushar. Actually, I'm having 14 years of experience in a .NET, working as a .NET full stack developer as an architect. I'm working with the product company, and so whatever the said by Chetan and Shashi Kumar, so that's 100% correct. So basically, uh, if you want to be a software engineer, so it should be a full stack developer. Means I cannot say that I am just a UI front end developer, I am just a back end developer. So you should be a full stack developer. In my current company, we have a different verticals. So database team earlier they are just using a database, but nowadays by using the GitHub Copilot, by using the all these AI tools, they started developing and they implementing the feature, and not only implementing the feature, the complete deployment cycle they are taking care of that. So as we are working as a software engineer, so you must have to think about the full stack, and by using AI we can improve our productivity. So that is the need of today's software engineering.
Thank you. Right. So just raise your hand. We can take some questions for 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, Vivek, go ahead. How do I make? Just a minute. Yeah, Vivek, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, hi Chetan. Recently, I have joined one company. I guess you know me. I pinged you. So actually, in this company, like it is the client was one of the bank companies.
Hmm.
So here they are using Golang as a backend. So I really don't know about Golang. So should I go with Golang? Like my current skills is only Angular.
Shashi, if you know Golang.
Man, without a question, you should, man.
Golang. So
Of-
that Angular and Golang will be a best combination.
See, please don't go for best, worst, and all this. Okay, whatever opportunity you get, I don't know your year of experience. How much is it?
4 years.
Yeah, so you are still, I can consider you into a beginner phase. Trust me, with this AI stuff, you're still as a beginner, and trust me, whatever you get as an option, just grab it and try to. Because see, and if you ask me, I didn't got chance to put my hands on Golang. I really wanted to learn that technology, even as a .NET developer. Okay,
Okay.
and trust
Okay.
me, nothing is going to change. Your concept will still stay the same as a backend engineer. Like, you know Angular, that's a good thing, but now you will know Golang. Try to invest your time to learn this, because um, there is a Hindi word, like I always use, like education कभी गाली नहीं देता है. ठीक है, I don't
Yeah.
know, sorry जो भी English audience है, but yeah, there is a term which I always use. Okay,
Even
knowledge
though, even though
not
I want to add something.
well as that. So if you're getting such opportunity, please go and grab it. And trust
Yes.
me, when you will transition yourself from a Golang developer to a .NET, you will see why I said this term. For you, the transition will be really smooth. Because when
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
learning Golang, like not into a company to work, but I wanted to upskill myself. For me to understand, all of them were quite easy.
Okay.
It
Okay.
was, yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyone else having any questions?
I cut someone. Someone wanted to say something. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay, Shashi. I was just telling like both product are from Google only.
Yeah. .NET is from Microsoft.
No, 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 no.
Angular.
Not
Angular and
about
yeah, of course, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Angular and Golang.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And the compatibility is much better than other.
And yeah, you can trust Golang. There is I don't know if you, what I have seen back then, there was a huge market in Germany for Golang. I think 40% people were started to you migrate to Golang. If I'm saying the number correct, I might be wrong, but yeah, I remember when I was applying for job in Europe, so I saw this hype for Golang back then in 2023. I don't know
Uh,
now, but
but in India, I guess Golang is little less. That's why I was asking, like, should I go for Golang?
you should go for it. There is always a space for such a good. This is a very good tech, to be honest, and it will help you for sure.
Yeah.
In
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Vaibhav.
Yeah. So my question is like if we have to learn any new technology, so how do we identify the areas that will help us to contribute to the project faster? Like instead of trying to learn everything, we should focus on that areas and which will help help you to proceed further, whether it is a front end or a back end, anything.
Again, it's like, let's say you are working on a project and your project has a backend .NET, right? So being an Angular developer learning .NET, you can easily relate. So, or if your project, because once you learn basic, they will assign you work. So that's how you get a proper hands-on also. So that is the first thing you can try. What project, what backend technology they are using. But again, it's on everyone. Not everyone can learn Java, or they don't have that much patience also. As I said, like Python fast API is it will take very less time to learn. .NET relatively more. But Java, again, you need a very proper patience to be expert in Java. Okay. Even like Node.js is also there, which will take very less time because we know JavaScript. It's basically functions, right? How do we query the data? That is the part we need to figure out. Okay.
I'm just gonna give one tip here: focus on money. Simple as that. And and you will get your answer. Trust me.
Right.
Like for me, that's what I have usually done, to be honest. Like for me, I was forced to do .NET. I was Java certified when I started my career in back in 2018. I was Java certified, and just .NET just came in my life out of nowhere. And when I started with .NET, I started to love .NET. And it's not like I haven't worked on Java. I got some opportunity for a year in Java as well, and I'm like, both are same.
Here also we have model controller. There is also we
Exactly.
use something.
That's why the only problem is why people ask this question, because they haven't experienced them. So that's why I'm saying try to master one product at least, and then try to switch it to a different one. I'm not saying into a company, but at least just for your learning purpose, just try to switch it to Java for some time and see, and get that feeling. Like, don't trust my words. Okay, try to experiment it with yourself, and then we will talk again. And then you will say, yeah, I think Sky, you were right, whatever you said. So I really want you guys to experience it by yourself. Do not trust what we are saying. I'm just sharing my experience as much as possible, but I really want each and everyone, whoever have these questions, try to experiment with yourself. Just take one weekend, like do one concept of .NET, for example, learn middlewares in .NET, or maybe learn dependency injection in .NET for 1 hour, and take 15-minute break, and then go to Java and learn dependency injection and middleware in Java, and see the difference, and you will get your answer. Trust me.
Right. Syntax will change, but concept will be same as it is. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So
In .NET, we have entity framework there. They are using that Spring Hibernate framework, right?
Hibernate, yeah,
What we
exactly.
do it over
JPA,
here,
we have
same there or
CP
there.
repository, we have entity framework, then we have this a lot of patterns. Like for example, we have bridge pattern, we have factory pattern. They also have the same patterns there, because these all are coding patterns. These are coding architects.
Right.
What we can use everywhere. Like if I say about singleton, like it's very famous in India. Everyone asks singleton pattern. Just take one singleton pattern and try to apply. Go to your AI and ask, hey, I want to apply a singleton pattern. Can you give me code samples for TypeScript, Java, C Sharp, or any other favorite tool, Python? And you will see, and you will get the response, and try to identify what exactly this code is doing. And then you will understand, oh, this is same, because that's how it is. Only the syntax is trying to get changed, and that's all. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is what
Nayan.
it is.
Yeah, sorry, I actually joined late. So I have one confusion that I am working in .NET plus Angular. So should I go with Python also, or I want to upgrade my skill related to it? So which area I should focus?
I have also heard like when people talk about AI that Python you should know, so that most of the APIs are compatible with Python. In that
I
sense, you are asking.
I
Uh,
disagree.
coup-
Okay. Maybe yeah, you can finish now, and then I'll speak.
yeah. So a couple of days ago, I read that we should start with AI ML and just .NET introduce library related to AI.NET or ML.NET. So this is the total confused area for me. So
Do not get confused. Maybe now I can answer. First thing first. Again, I am just gonna talk in terms of my experience, what I have faced. When all this AI thing came, I actually went ahead and started to learn Python. But deep down in my heart, I don't wanted to switch my stack because I'm a huge TypeScript fan, and I don't wanted to leave that. And over the time, I saw everything is getting ported to TypeScript. Okay, so now I have such a motivation now. Like for example, if any tools come to Python, I'm gonna port it to TypeScript for sure, and I can do that very easily with the help of AI agents and AI LLMs and all that. So for me, I'm no more like, I'm not worried about which programming language to choose to learn AI. Like go to Google Agent ADK, just go there. You will get two examples: one for Python, one for TypeScript. So why do you want to change your stack? Because I had this question as well: should I go and learn Python? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna change my stack for sure because I see whatever I need to learn things, it's already there. And I don't, maybe if you want to invest time, if you are like, hey, because TypeScript will make sense to you because you are a C sharp and you are an Angular developer, so both of them uses this same methodology, right? So for you, doing things with TypeScript should be easy. And if you say no, Sky, there is a package which just only has Python, man, there are hundreds of things. If you just don't know one thing, will that impact you? No. Like you still know 99 stuff, right? With TypeScript where you have your strength.
Yes.
Okay, and if you learn with something which is already your strength, things will become enjoyable. If you are trying to forcefully learn something by using Python which you don't enjoy that much, and you know that this is not going to help you to some extent in your day-to-day life or your office work and all that, and that will not give you that motivation to be. This is what it has happened with me. I'm not sure about others, but I'm just sharing my experience. Maybe others can share the same and this can really help. I'm not going to ditch my TypeScript at all because I see everything is available out there. With the help of TypeScript, I can do whatever I want. TypeScript equal to JavaScript. I'm talking about JavaScript also. Okay, everything is equivalent to JavaScript here. So I'm not gonna ditch my JS because I'm a web developer. That's for how I have started things, and it's so hard for me to ditch my favorite stack. So not needed, man. Not needed. So you can still do your stuff with JavaScript.
Thanks. Thanks.
Right. Yeah, Vishnu, go ahead. Vishnu.
I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I'm an Angular developer with 6 years of experience, and I know basics of Java and Spring Boot. And in my first company, I have done some work in project with that one also. Now I am trying for a full stack, Java full stack with Angular uh, interview. So how should I apply? Because I don't have that much experience in Java Spring Boot. So while I am applying to the job for full stack, how should I apply? Because when I try to apply, most of the companies ask 5 years of experience, full stack experience. So how should I go for interviews?
Yeah, so again, if you have basic experience, like this is what I have been advising to .NET people. So many have started learning .NET. They have created project also. But when it comes to interview, some different kind of questions we face. So mock interviews can help you in that. Try to connect with your friends or the people who are taking mock interviews in the Java. So they know what they are going to ask you, right? Because again, as we discuss everything, like if you know the basic thing, when it comes to work, yeah, AI is there, you can get the work done anyhow. But the point is, while clearing the interviews, that is the major thing now, right? So try to do as many as mock possible. When HR is calling you, you have to be confident while saying, yeah, because they are not going to check the project, actually what projects you have worked. So you can say confidently, yeah, this we had a backend with Java and Angular. So I used to work on both of the technology like that. You can say that's how you convince HR also to schedule your interview. But again, mock intros should be there. That will help you to get to that confidence level. Even though you didn't work on the Java project on your current company, but you will get that confidence. Ki how many questions are there? What you have to tell them. So you will be ready with the answers. Got it? Vishnu?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So me and Shashi are going to come up with some live sessions again. So most probably Friday or Saturday we will plan. We will focus majorly on AI itself. Let's say one day we are exploring Cursor, or another day Lovable or MCP also, right? So again, whatever from wherever you have, the learning partner group on the or the LinkedIn, right? So we will notify everywhere. So we have a max capacity of 100, even though we have a paid, that other one I think we have to go for Zoom webinar. But I have the basic plan where max 100 people can join. So that's the limit we have. Anyway, recording will be shared on YouTube itself. Okay, fine. Thank you, Shashi. I think Tushar sir
Thanks,
left.
guys. And just in case if you guys still have any questions, I have shared my LinkedIn link. You can just DM me, and I'm someone who always answers everyone. So don't think this guy will ghost me. That will not happen. If I can help someone, I can definitely do. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Have
Yeah.
a great time. Bye.
Thanks, Rishi. Thanks, Yogi.
Thank you all. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.